Hi everyone, it's Natalie with Crochet by NatalieLucille, and today I want to show you how you can make a headband. And this is one of the projects I'm currently working on, and it's really just a combination of two kind of bobble stitch and a twist and turn along the way. It's really fast. It's what I love about it. And the yarn that I'm using today is more of the like a thread like yarn. And what I like is I'm not doing any of the edges on it because it's got like this fuzzy kind of appearance to it. So, because a lot of times when I'm working along, I like to do a clear edge on the end, but I kind of like how this is going and I like the width of it. So this is what I'll be finishing once I show you how you can do this. And the materials that you'll need is, of course, your yarn, and you can use whatever size you would like. So with the size that I'm using is more like a lacy weight yarn, and so I'm using a thread hook. I have a tapestry needle because I'll sew in my ends at the end, my scissors, and also you want to measure the circumference of your head. Mine is a 23. And so also what I'm doing with this one is it's kind of stretchy. So when I laid out the measuring tape as well, I stretched it because this will stretch over time. So I kind of wanted it where it was stretchy and it fits snug to the head. So let's go ahead and begin. Let me find my end here. Move this kind of sort of out of the way. So what you want to do is you're going to start out with a magic circle. So flip that over. This is how I like to start mine, kind of like you make it a pretzel. And then you're just going to hook that onto there. First thing you're going to do, chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And you're going to work inside the magic circle. And what you're going to be doing is a variation of a cluster and almost the way that you would work a double crochet kind of and a single crochet kind of. So it's best just to watch. It's easier to do that than to explain. So you're going to do this 5 times. So you're going to yarn over. You're going to insert your hook into the magic circle. You're going to draw up a loop and you're going to pull it to the length of the 3 chains. So you want it that height. You're going to do that 4 more times. So it's yarn over, insert, yarn over, draw up. So it's that length. Sorry, my husband was just trying to come in. He can't. He's been locked out. No, he's not. To the length. Number 4 and number 5. So you've got all of these loops on the hook. Kind of hold that tight a little bit. You're going to yarn over and you're going to pull through every single one of these except for the last loop. Let's see if it'll do it all the way to the end. And then that way you end up with 2 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through the last 2, and that kind of locks it in. And let's go ahead and pull the magic circle, pull it tight, just like that. We're going to do that again, but we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And turn your work. So when you were working here before, I know it's kind of hard to see because of the fuzziness of the yarn, but here is your chain 3 from the previous row. This is what you're going to work your cluster in on this side. So you're going to yarn over, insert into that chain 3 space. If you can see it right in here, just yarn over, insert, yarn over, draw up and draw up high like that. Pull it up so you can almost see where the hole is now. Let me pull my yarn. yarn over, insert into the hole in that chain 3 space, pull up and pull it up kind of high. You see how, not pulling it so hard. This is number 3, 4, and 5. And now you want to yarn. See, I'm pulling this just a little bit taut. Do you see? You're going to yarn over and you're going to pull through until the very last one and comes up through there like that. And you're going to yarn over, pull through 2, and then you're going to do the same thing again. You're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and you're going to turn your work just like that. And you're going to continue this the whole way. So we'll do a few more before we finish her up. So you're going to yarn over. Here's that chain 3 space that you made from the prior row. So you're going to insert through that hole there. If you can see, that's it, there it goes. And you're going to yarn over, draw up high, yarn over, insert, yarn over, draw up. That's number 2. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull up high. That's 3. Let's go for 4. Let me open up, my yarn doesn't want to move. And we're ready for, for our 5th one. Yarn over. Now we're going to draw through all of it except for the last one. I think we made it. Whew. It always makes me hold my breath when I have to pull it through. And pull through the 2. So you can kind of see how it's starting to kind of do that wavy, chunky shape. And I like it because it's thick and it'll hold where it's not, well, when I had long hair and I used to wear headbands quite a bit, I didn't like it when they slipped, moved around, fell. It would bother me. So I like this because this is not going to slip, and you can, and this right here is nice and thick. So we've just turned our work, working in that chain 3 space. 2, 3, 4, and 5. My yarn is kind of thick for my yarn bowl, but keeps it from going everywhere. Yarn over. We're going to pull through all of these except to the last one. Yarn over, draw through the 2 to close it up. So we'll do a few more before we go ahead and finish on the other one. I absolutely love working with all the different colors, and I tore off the label for the yarn that I'm using now, but I got it at an actual boutique yarn store. I wish I would have saved it because I have no idea what the name of it is, but it's almost like it's a wool blend of some kind. So check your labels when you are working with your yarn lots, weights, make sure if it's acrylic, cotton, wool, you want to make sure it's not going to irritate your skin. So it's yarn over and draw through all except to the very last one. Just like that. So let's go ahead and do one more. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and turn. And then it's yarn over, go through that chain 3 space here, pull it up high, yarn over, pull it up high, just like that. I think this is number 4. I have not been counting. This should be 5. By the feel of it, it feels like it is. then yarn over. Oh, I feel like I'm going to get stuck. I didn't. Oh, thank you. And that's what it's looking like. So you can kind of see the way that the pattern is. It's nice. It ends up being thick, and especially if you're going to use a thicker yarn, your baubles will be a lot thicker, and they can be wider as well. And depending on what kind of yarn you're using, you can put an edging in. You can do where you would chain and attach here with either slip stitches or single crochets, and then in your chains you can make single crochets. You can do shell patterns, and you can make it as thick as you want. But just for my own personal preference, for myself, I like the plain here. So we're going to go ahead and finish up the other one that I was working on. So I have it to where I measured it out, and it is 23 inches. And this is my beginning. So you can see where I cinched the magic circle. I left myself a long tail because I am going to weave in my ends. So I'm just going to thread the tapestry needle. Maybe. There we go. Ooh, there we go. And I didn't know how long I wanted the tail, so I made it super, super long. So when you're going to weave in, because you can actually use an elastic ponytail if you want, instead of sewing the ends together, but I'm going to sew the ends on this one. I'm just going to make sure it doesn't curl, so everything is laying flat. And I'm going to meet the ends together so they're at that angle, kind of like that. So I'm just seeing how I want it to look when I lay them together, because what I need to do, because this will always be at the bottom and it'll be kind of hidden, I'm going to sew the meatier parts together, and that way I know that they're not going to come undone. So we're just going to weave these in together. And I have another tail, and I'm going to try and make sure that it doesn't get, oops, what happened? I have like a little, yeah, it was trying to, there we go. The other tail, I want to make sure that it doesn't get sewn into, see, there it is. I'm just going to make sure that that stays to the side. And I'm just going to weave in back and forth. And because this is multicolored, a variegated gradient, I'm not sure exactly how you'd say it. I call it variegated, but it's the multicolor, then you're not going to see too many of your stitches. And so I just kind of play around with it until it's, because when I'm wearing it, or if you're wearing it or whoever you're giving it to, you want to make sure that it is not going to come undone. So you can kind of go in and around the sides as well. And you can even come around back to the front so it works around the side. And again, this part is going to be on the bottom and you won't be able to see. Or you can keep it on the top and put in a bow, a flower, whatever you would like. So I'm going to come back in from the front, and I just want to make sure that once I cut this yarn, it's secure and it's not going to come apart. So I'm going to come back, and I'm going to come back from the bottom, and I'm going to work the other side as well. I think, I kind of came up around that. So, well, I did, didn't I? I got lost in my work. But see, because it has the variant colors. Yeah, so I'm just let's come up from below. And I'm just continuing sewing that in so it doesn't go anywhere. I'm just gonna go back in and I'm working through this one bobble together with the other one, and I'm gonna kind of grab this one around here as well, and there we go. I just don't want it to come apart. And all my little pieces are going to be hidden. This is like balling up on me. Oops. It literally is just, there we go. And I think that's about all that I'm going to do with that. And it's pretty tight, not going anywhere. And I'm going to go ahead and finish this off. There we go. And that's it. Let's go ahead and cut our yarn, and I'll weave all my tails in so you won't be able to see them, but there you have it. The headband. Ignore the tails that I'm going to be tucking in, but that is your finished product, and it's lovely because especially if you have sorry, I knocked my light. Dark hair, these colors, I mean, will really shine. For me, I have dark hair, so when I wear stuff that has this kind of, it just really pops, and it's stunning, and it looks great on any hairstyle, even short. So I'm going to have to give it a try too, because I used to wear stuff like this when I had hair down to the middle of my back. So enjoy. Send me a picture. Let's see how yours looks. This week I'm doing hair accessories, and so I'll be doing another one tomorrow as well. So stay tuned, because each week's going to be a different pattern that I'm working on. Check out my website at crochetbynatalielucille.com. I have patterns there and videos and a store as well, and I'm writing a blog, several blogs. So check it out on Instagram and Facebook community groups. Everything is under Crochet by Natalie Lucille. Thanks, guys, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, because videos are uploaded almost daily. Have a great day. Bye.